Hey, this is Mike. Thank you so much for choosing this video. Today I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, visiting East Coast Honda, and I'm checking out a 2024 Honda CR-V Hybrid all-wheel drive in the new Sport L trim level. So this one is in the Lunar Silver Metallic, really nice color, and it goes well with the gloss black and accents of the vehicle. So here in the front, it does have the parking sensors across the front, and they're integrated into this black section here and here. Now this is a matte black at the bottom. The grille here is a gloss black. The grille also has the Honda emblem, which also serves as the radar adaptive cruise control sensor. LED headlights, complete multi-reflector for low, high beams and turn signals, all LEDs here in the front. The Sport L comes with 18-inch alloy wheels with a gloss black finish. So you can see the matte black that we saw there in the front extends around each wheel well, and at the base of the doors is here as well. The upper portion of the side mirror is gloss black. The handles are body colored, and the pillars here are gloss black. There's also a gloss black roof rail there at the top. Honda's new key is excellent. It's a full proximity key. It has remote start, the ability to open up the power lift gate here in the Sport L, lock and unlock, and also you can slide the physical key out if you want to. And it's very lightweight. It's a lot more manageable than the previous generation keys, in my opinion. Now, if you have this key with you, it can be in a bag or whatever. It's the full proximity system, and it's the type that has the sensor right here, indicated by these three little lines to lock it. And to unlock it, you simply put your hand behind the handle, and the sensor is there to unlock it. There's also a physical key location here. You can see it just under there in case you need it. It's kind of angled down, and it's here on the driver's side only. Now, you'll notice that the doors go all the way to the bottom of the vehicle, completely covering up the threshold here and keeping it relatively clean. You can see there's a seal here as well. The inside of the passenger door, now it's mostly black. Now it does have this contrast stitching, which you'll see in a few places on the vehicle. This is a kind of a gloss black kind of plastic accent with little dimples in it. Soft touch surfaces here, 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 but the rest of the door is a hard touch. This is enclosed, so you can utilize that as a pocket. Now it is hard plastic at the bottom, and then you have the larger pocket there at the bottom. There's a threshold area, power seat here for the passenger side, and it goes forward and back and tilt. No raising and no height adjustment though. Leather trim seats, and we see the stitching here now. Stitching here and here, really nice looking seats, very comfortable as well. Now these are heated seats. It's a 3-stage, so low, medium, and high heated seat here in the front seats. Plenty of legroom here in the front. This is a hard touch surface here and a lockable glove compartment. Smooth plastic on the inside. It has a soft landing when you open it. So now we see more of that gloss black accent here, and then a metal grille that goes all the way across here, and this is where the climate control vents are. Looks really nice. It's like a honeycomb pattern there. Now the dash is a kind of rubberized, non-reflective surface there. Soft touch. So since it's a CR-V, it's really easy to get in and out of the vehicle. You can see the height off the ground is nice for the seat. The amount of space getting in and out of the door is great. No, you're not bumping your head or anything. The swing of the door is nice, but check it out. This back door, the swing of the door is almost a 90-degree angle, and this helps out with getting in because there's a little bit less room right in here, but there's still plenty of headroom. But getting in and out of the vehicle is just fantastic. Being able to swing that door out completely out of your way is excellent, in my opinion. So here in the back door, it has similar styling as the front, but you have more hard touch surfaces. So this is hard touch, and the only soft touch you have back here is this armrest, but it does have the pockets here and here as well. So threshold area, you can see this is the area here where it's a little bit less room than the front, but it's not really a big deal considering how much room you have already. Okay, so the back seat, basically a bench seat. Does have the latch system for car seats. Very easy to get to. There's no covers, plastic covers to take off and lose or anything like that. It's just very straightforward. Now you notice that this seat's reclined and the other one's not. So that shows you that the different articulation of the seats. You can recline the seat if you want to. There's also a armrest and cup holders here. Very soft surface here. There's not a lot of contouring, so it's real easy to kind of get in and slide on across the seat here. There is a center position as well, and considering the floor is almost completely flat, that makes that center position more usable. Now there's a mat pocket here on the back of the passenger seat, but not the driver's seat. You have climate control vents here and 2 USB charge ports as well. Taking a look at the back of the vehicle, we saw the rails here are gloss black, and then you have a body-colored shark fin antenna. The third brake light is integrated here at the top of the glass in the rear spoiler, and the rest of the spoiler there is a matte black. Then you have a combination of LED and standard bulbs for the tail lights. It does have a rear wiper as well, and it does have the little all-wheel drive badging right in here, just letting you know this is the all-wheel drive one. The backup camera, a little bit offset right in here. Something you want to keep clean. Now it has the dual exhaust tips, which is looking pretty good. Kind of matches the Sport name. And then it has the parking sensors down here, integrated in the bumper. Now these are reflectors, not lights. All the lights are located here in this housing. Opening up the power lift gate, of course you can use the key, push the button in here, whichever you prefer, and it lifts up. Is the full power tailgate here in the Sport L, and lots of cargo space back here. It does have 2 lights as well, 2 bright LED lights, bag holders. See right here, you can hang your grocery bags here or here. There's also a 12-volt power supply back here as well. A little storage cubby here to the left and right. There is a tire inflator kit behind this cover. So you can see there's a tire inflator kit and funnel because it has a capless design fuel door. But this floor doesn't move or anything. It's basically just a load floor there's nothing underneath there. It does have tie downs, the ability to tie things down. And of course you can fold the seats down to add to your cargo space. Now you can get a shade as an accessory that goes right here and pulls back here, covers up your cargo area. You can also fold the seats down. It's a 60-40 split, so you can add to your cargo space while still maintaining passenger space, or you can, like I have now, fold it all down and have lots of wide open space. And you'll notice as you fold the seats down, the lower portion goes down as well. So you can see it goes down, try to give you as much space here on top as possible. Now it's not completely level with the cargo area, but it does try to lower as much as possible. Now the power lift gate, you can press this button to lower it, or you can press and hold it to set the maximum height. It has a locking fuel door, and it's here on the driver's side, and it's a capless design, so you don't have to worry about having a cap or anything like that. Here's the floorboard in front of the driver's seat. Now you'll notice that there's no floor mat in place yet, but there is a place for the floor mat to hook in place, so it keeps it straight for you. There's the accelerator, brake pedal, and footrest. Let's take a look under the hood. To raise the hood, there's a latch right here in the center. Just reach in, move it to the right, and lift up. You can see it right here. Just reach in and move it like that. And it does hold the hood up for you. It does have insulation there. Seals across the back, controlling airflow. And like I said, this is a hybrid vehicle, so the vehicle's on right now, but the engine's not running. Now it does have a soft surface here on the very top of the engine, and the battery is here to the right. This is just the regular 12-volt battery. This is not the hybrid battery. It's had the blind spot detection system. The indicator is here on the side mirror. Now the driver's side door is just like the other side, except for it has a few more buttons. It has 2 presets for the driver's seat, driver power seat, power windows here on the front, and it's one touch. So one touch up and down. The back doors are also one touch up and down, and that's as far down as they go right there. Door locks, side mirrors are controlled there. You just pick a side and adjust with this little pad. Now the driver's seat, unlike the passenger side, does have the height adjustment. You can also tilt the seat and all that stuff. You tilt the back, and then a two-way lumbar adjustment as well. And like I said, these are heated seats, 3-stage heated seats, really nice looking stitching and comfort. To the left of the steering column, there's a few buttons here. There's a traction control off button. Default is on, so this will be the off button in case you need to spin tires for whatever reason. And then this is to open up the power liftgate. There's a tilt and a telescoping steering column as well. You lock it in place here. I'm sitting in the driver's seat checking it out, and I have the driver's seat all the way back and all the way down to show you the potential legroom here. So yeah, lots of room. The new CR-Vs are excellent as far as comfort and room, and really well designed as far as that goes. So here on the steering wheel, it is a leather wrap steering wheel. It has the stitching there on the inside. There is paddle shifters on the back. This will be for the regen braking. Since it's a hybrid system, you're able to, it's a 2-motor hybrid system, so it has electric motors that you can use not only to the power of the vehicle, but also to regenerate electricity back to the battery when you're going downhill and coasting, that kind of thing. The volume for the radio is here, change to the tracks. Here on the right side is a cruise control. You turn it on, set, resume, cancel, and then the distance between you and the vehicle in front of you can be set here for the adaptive cruise control. The lane keep assist can be toggled on and off with that button. Now there's a little home button, scroll wheel right here. There's the voice recognition, but these two buttons right here correspond with the screen. We'll get to that in a minute. The gauge is there. Now it does have the windshield wipers for the front and rear here on the right side. On the left side is the turn signal, but also has the headlight switch. So headlights on, parking, automatic, and off. You can toggle on and off the daytime running lights. Gauges are basically a screen with a regular gauge. So you have regular speedometer gauge there on the right, and then a screen to the left, so you can customize it. So when you hit the home button here, you can scroll through and get different information there on the left side. So if we want to have no content, we can have that. We can adjust the brightness. We can also go into the gauge display settings, choose what we want to have by checking and unchecking it. Go back. You can see the power flow here. See where the power is coming from. Right now it's strictly coming from the battery. And when we drive, it'll actually show the little arrow, like little lines going to the wheels from the engine, from the battery, that kind of thing. So we can see what's going on. Because sometimes when you're driving a hybrid vehicle, everything's so seamless, you may not know what's going on, but it's kind of neat to look at it. And then your range and fuel, you have 2 presets. You have A and B trips that you can reset independently. Speed and time, it'll give you an average speed, elapsed time, and what your trip is saying for A and B. Those are the resettable trips. You can see what your audio is doing here. Right now it's off. What your phone's doing, navigation system. This is just showing the digital compass. All-wheel drive torque distribution. So this is pretty interesting because there's certain times in which the vehicle uses the all-wheel drive system more to the front or more to the back. And so it depends on what you're doing. You might want to monitor this to see where the power is being presented to the wheels, you know, put from the wheels to the ground. So this is more for, like, say on slippery conditions or off-road conditions. This is more useful to monitor in real time, but you can actually monitor in real time. It gives you a level in which the power is distributed to each wheel. Status of the seat belt. So this is handy because if you got kids in the back, you can make sure that they are buckled up or the seat belt's fastened. So it will show you, like right now, it's showing red because I'm sitting in the seat, but the seat belt's not fastened. Once I fasten the seat belt, it'll turn green. So kind of a quick rundown of what you can have. You can have no content here. but you can have this customized screen here to the left. Now it has the status of the hybrid system. So right now it's showing EV, so it's in electric vehicle mode. It shows a digital clock. We have the fuel gauge here, digital speedometer, regular speedometer there, and showing that it's ready to drive. So that's important to know. So if you're not familiar with hybrid vehicles, you may not hear the engine start when you start the vehicle. So it'll tell you that it's ready to drive. Right now the engine just started, so the EV went away. So it kind of cycles on and off. So that's kind of a quick rundown of what the screen here is all about. It is very useful and customizable, but you don't have to, once you set it up, you can have it the way you want. You don't have to go through all those buttons if you don't want to. Here is the center touch screen. Now it has a touch screen in addition to these physical buttons here on the left side. So it's not all touch. So we have a home button, back button, the volume knob, change to the stations here. So the home button is here. So similar to a cell phone, in which you have these different tiles, like so. And you can choose what you want. Now we saw the power flow on the screen there. This is a little bit more advanced imagery as far as the power flow. And then we have all apps that we can go into. Choose the ones that we want there to be presented in front of us. Smartphone connection, AM, FM, satellite radio. We also have wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. If time is of the essence, you can always have a large digital clock here. Below the screen is the four-way flashers, climate control settings here as well. So you have the driver and passenger temperatures can be set independently. And it shows the status of the temperature here. So right here shows the temperature for the driver, passenger, and they're synced right now, so they're moving at the same time. If you want to unsync them, you can simply push that button, or you just start turning this one here and it'll unsync them. Where you want the air to blow. Fan speeds here in the center. So as you turn that knob, it's going to have like a little status bar on the inside of the knob showing you what's going on. Pretty cool. 12-volt power supply, USB ports, USB-A, USB-C, wireless charge pad here. Nice wide open space to put some stuff as well. Here's the shifter. Let's go ahead and put it in reverse. Check out the backup camera. Now Honda has this kind of stretched out view, and if you're not, once you get used to it, it's really good because you're actually looking at both directions behind the vehicle. It's like looking both ways in the same shot, basically. You also have a more linear view if you want that, and then you have a top-down view if you want that. All right, there's neutral, drive, and then it has a braking. So since this has the two-motor hybrid system, if you're going down a hill and you want to kind of like have steady braking to keep you from going too fast down a hill, you can choose this selection here. Now the drive mode, when you toggle this, it shows up here on the screen. So there's Econ, Normal, and Snow. And then Sport is at the very top. Now Normal is really good. Normal, for this hybrid system, I like Normal. It just drives fine, and I have plenty of acceleration. I'm not, guzzling too much gas or anything like that. So it's one of those things where the drive modes don't really serve too much purpose for me. I like to just set it on Normal and go. Now there's a downhill descent button. This is an all-wheel drive vehicle, and if you're on a slippery surface or if you're kind of off-road situation, you can use this to steadily go downhill or uphill. So it's a hill descent or ascent button. And it keeps the vehicle at a steady speed going up or downhill. This is not for like high-speed highway use. Electronic parking brake, when you lift it up, it engages, and it engages the rear wheels. You hold the brake to push it down to disengage it. It does have a brake hold feature, so this will hold the brake for you when you come to a complete stop until you hit the accelerator. So if you're sitting at a traffic light, that kind of thing, it'll engage the brakes. Before we go on, here's the heated seat buttons here. So high, medium, and low. High, medium, and low for the passenger side. All right, there's the cup holders, and they have the little arms taking up slack for different size cups. And it has like a rubberized, removable bottom portion that you can take out and clean. There's a little storage space right there for some pins or whatever. Armrest, nice and soft. Not too wide. Maybe share with the passenger, maybe not. And then this lifts up, and it's kind of spring-loaded so it doesn't slap back down on you. And there's the storage compartment of the vehicle. Now there is a felt lining at the bottom that you can take out, clean, put it back in. I would replace this with a lighter colored one so that way you can see in here a little bit better. Has a auto dim rearview mirror in which you can turn off right here, turn on or off right there at the bottom. There's tap lights, quick reading lights here, shine more in your lap. All lights can be turned on, all lights can be turned off here, or you have it in a center position to open up, and when you open the door, it'll turn on the interior lights. There's also like this little ambient light that goes on right here at nighttime. You can check out my night video on the CR-V. All right, so this is for the sunroof. We'll get to that in a minute. There is a place to put some sunglasses. Now, really large area, so you can put some big Hollywood sunglasses, I think. The visors have a black cloth, just like the headliner, and then it has a light with a mirror. Now these visors, they extend out, they move over. Okay, so let's look at the sunroof here. It has a shade that covers 100% of the light. You can slide it back, allow some light in, and it has a one-touch button to move it back. All right, as far back as it goes. Forward, and of course we're going to tilt it as well. Push up on the button and it tilts it up. Looking at the visibility there in the back, it is pretty decent. Now there is some significantly wide pillars back there, but it's not really an issue. I mean, driving this vehicle, haven't had any issues with visibility. Probably because there's so much technology, parking sensors, cameras, there's the lane departure system, there's the blind spot detection system, rear cross traffic alert. There's all these safety features to help you drive the vehicle safely. But just overall, just kind of looking over my shoulder and stuff, hadn't really had any issue with visibility. The pillars are decent and just not really an issue for me anyway. So anyways, there you have it. Thank you for watching. Thank you to East Coast Honda here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I'll have the contact information in the description. I'll see you guys next time. This vehicle is powered by a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder engine, and it's together with a hybrid system, a 2-motor hybrid system that works together as the transmission as well. Now, it puts out 181 horsepower combined and 247 pound-feet of torque combined. Now this torque comes in at 0 to 2,000 RPMs. The max horsepower comes in at 5,000, 8,000. So that horsepower is in the much, much higher RPM range. But that torque, which is what gets you going and gives you the acceleration, is in the low RPMs, which is fantastic. Since it's a hybrid system, this is the all-wheel drive model. So it prefers the city driving for fuel economy. So the city actually gets up to 40 miles per gallon. Highway is 34 and combined is 37. I've been getting about 33, 34, but it is more skewed towards the city driving as far as fuel economy.